Hello everyone, and welcome to our lesson where we'll create another unique strategy using a prompt. This strategy is built on a simple but highly effective concept when used correctly. It's a robust mean reversion strategy called extreme reversion. The core idea is to identify moments when the market is severely overextended and capitalize on the inevitable snapback to the mean. We do this by analyzing the relative strength index, but with a very tight period of 6 to make it highly sensitive. For a long trade, we wait for the RSI to drop below a strict lower threshold of 20. But we don't just buy blindly. We wait for a perfect setup where the RSI drops consecutively for 4 straight bars, giving it a 100% downward movement score. Once that extreme condition is met, we execute a long trade betting on the reversal. You can see an example of this exact setup on the chart, where the price aggressively pushes down, the RSI tanks below 20 for 4 consecutive periods, and then we enter precisely at the bottom for a quick scalp. Excellent. So all we want to do now is open the file I attached to this lesson, which contains our prompt, copy it, paste it into our chat, and let the agent develop this strategy. Taking a quick look at the prompt, we're giving the agent very specific instructions. We outline all the customizable properties like the upper and lower thresholds, the RSI period, and our ATR multipliers for risk management. Finally, we include an end-of-day monitor to automatically flatten any open positions right before the session closes. Great. We can see the agent has finished coding our strategy. I'll now accept the changes, and the first thing I'm going to check is the Ninja script editor, just to make sure there are no bugs. You can see our Ninja script is completely clean of errors. I always like to verify this myself, and compile it manually to ensure everything is working exactly as it should. And excellent, we have 0 errors. Now we actually want to go and backtest this strategy. Let's head over to the main NinjaTrader Control Center and make sure we're connected to our data provider so the strategy can load historical data onto the chart. Once we have the green light and everything is fine, we'll head over to the Strategy Analyzer. Click on New and then Strategy Analyzer. Now let's search for this strategy, which, as you know, is called extreme reversion. I'm going to leave the parameter values exactly as they are, but let's talk about them briefly. I'm setting the RSI values at true extremes, 90 and 20. I want the RSI period itself to be short, just 6 periods, which means the RSI will hit these extreme points much faster because it's highly sensitive to recent price fluctuations. I essentially want to see a consecutive streak where the RSI drops into oversold territory or spikes into overbought territory 4 times in a row, maintaining a perfect 100% movement score. This strategy is perfect for scalping, which happens to be my personal trading style as an algorithmic scalper. The take profit will be half of an ATR, and the stop loss will be 1 full ATR. I'll test this on the NASDAQ futures contract using 5-minute candles, and I'll run the backtest over a significant data set from 2022 up to today. Excellent. Now we can click Run. Great. We can see the results for our strategy. Notice that we have over 1,000 trades here. Let's go to the visual analysis and see how it looks. You can see the profit curve looks quite good with consistent gains, and we can confidently say it works for both long and short setups over a period of more than 4 years. Building a fully automated intraday algorithmic strategy that actually works on the NASDAQ over multiple years isn't a simple task. But as you can see, this one tells a very nice story. Now we can go to the chart and look at a few practical examples. Here we have an excellent example of a long trade. You can see the RSI value steadily declining 4 consecutive times, reaching lower and lower values. which gives it that perfect 100% continuous drop score within our 4-bar window. After that, we took a quick scalp, rode the bounce upwards, and hit our profit target very quickly. Moving along, we can see a sequence of 2 trades here. The first was a losing trade, where we attempted a scalp after 4 consecutive RSI drops. But the downward momentum continued for another aggressive candle and stopped us out. However, the strategy immediately identified another valid entry right after, and took that one for a nice profit. Further down, we have 2 more examples of long trades that happened on the exact same day, and both of them successfully hit their profit targets. Here again, 2 more long trades back to back that closed in profit. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope you saw that even with widely known indicators that the market has supposedly figured out long ago, if you use them smartly, creatively, and with solid underlying logic, you can build some fantastic and highly profitable systems. Thank you very much. I'm really glad you stayed with me up to this point. We'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you again, and bye-bye.